everyone. Welcome to the OC, bitches. Today, we are doing something very special. We're doing a table read of one of our favorite episodes, The Rainy Day Women, with some of our favorite cast and a few new friends. Proceeds from this event will benefit No Kid Hungry.
No Kid Hungry is a nonprofit working to solve problems of hunger and poverty in the United States and around the world. After 25 years of successfully investing in local nonprofits and helping find the best approaches to eradicating poverty and hunger, we have our lucky winner, James V. Espey, here to read one of the roles. And you can still donate. You can continue to donate to the wonderful charity No Kid Hungry. We will put a link up for you to do so.
So, joining us today, stage direction and radio voices. I guess that's me. I'll be doing that. Josh Schwartz. Playing the role of Seth Cohen. Very honored to have Wyatt Olaf join us, who was not born when the show premiered. That's true. And has never seen it before.
I saw one episode.
He's finally seen it, which is great.
I feel educated.
But Wyatt and I just had the chance to work together, and he very graciously has stepped in to read opposite Summer. We're going to be playing a bit of a May-December romance here between Wyatt and Rachel. Rachel Bilson playing the
Not
role
awkward at all.
Not awkward at all. Okay, reading the role of Ryan Atwood, his former nemesis, Chris Carmack, aka Luke Ward.
Yeah.
Playing the role of Marissa Cooper, Christine Froseth. Thank you for joining us, Christine, super fan. Sandy Cohen, Tate Donovan. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Just going to ease right into playing a Jew. Okay, and then... Oi, there you go. Perfect. Just talk about schmears. You'll be good. Alan Dale playing the role of Caleb. Thank you for joining us, as always. Zach, Mr. Michael Cassidy. Kirsten Cohen. Kelly Rowan, returning to the role.
Yay.
Julie Cooper. Mindy Clarke.
Yeah.
Rebecca. Is that all you're reading? You're reading multiple roles.
And Lindsay.
Rebecca and Lindsay, the multi-talented Autumn Reeser. Ms. Reeser, how are you?
Hi.
And playing the role of Alex, Marguerite Moreau.
Hello, hello, hello.
And James Espey, our winner. Not the core demo, I thought, for the show, but happy to have you here. We'll be playing the roles of State Trooper, Mullet Man, and Truck Driver.
Does that happen to be because I'm from Texas?
It could be.
It's because you have a serious mullet.
We just jumped over a bunch of stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm playing the nurse, but we'll get that.
I'm going to be Zach's sister.
All right. Oh, Marguerite, you've got more to do.
Yeah, Zach's mom and Dr. Snow.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, so let's
go.
get started with the reading of The Rainy Day Women. Fade in. Blind Melons, No Rain. Is there a sing-along portion to this?
Okay,
There you go. Okay.
Nice.
Montage of Newport Beach, the pier, the beach, the highways and the byways, the McMansions, like usual. Except this time, it's raining. Over these images, we hear the radio. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's raining in the OC. Second voice, because I'm not going to do other voices, so I'm going to tell you it's a second voice. El Nino has hit Southern California and hit it hard. Traffic is backed up for miles on the 405, the 710, the 5, and probably will remain gridlocked so long as the wet weather continues. Stay safe, stay dry, and let's all pray for sunshine again. And we land at what seemed like the driest place on earth, the Cohen house, morning. But storm clouds have gathered here as well. Ryan finishes getting dressed, heads for the door, hearing an unusual sound outside the window. But since the blinds are all down, or up, however those pool house blinds work, Ryan has yet to see outside. As he pulls up or down the blinds, sploosh. A raindrop hits the glass right in front of his face. As it drools down the window and Ryan peers up to the heavens, interior Cohen house kitchen. Seth, dressed for school, breezes through the kitchen on his way to his usual morning chat with his brother-in-arms, Ryan. He grabs an apple for the journey, and as he hits the double doors, he too freezes. It's raining, and it is raining hard. He presses his face closer to the glass just to make sure he's not mistaken. Crash! A jolt of thunder sets Seth back a step. And then Seth sees, inside the pool house, Ryan standing in the doorway. And they're staring at each other, each one with hand poised on their respective knobs. That means doorknobs, just want to be clear. And each frozen. Seth gives a wave, inviting Ryan over to the kitchen. Ryan shrugs him off, waves him over to the pool house. Seth grabs a basket of bagels, offers him up as temptation. Ryan waves him off. Not hungry. Finally, Seth has an idea. He pulls out his cell phone, dials. In the pool house, the phone rings, and Ryan answers.
I kind of need to talk to you, so you heading over for some breakfast?
I got some cleaning up to do. Why don't you swing by the pool house?
Yeah, I don't know if you've looked out the window, but it's like the opening sequence from Day After Tomorrow.
It's just a little rain. I'll be here if you need to talk.
Dude, I am a child of Southern California. I can't go out in this. I could melt or catch pneumonia.
Chino, born and raised. Not exactly a rainforest.
So what you're saying is...
Staying right where I am.
All right, so we'll do this over the phone.
Works for me.
Actually, so does this weather. Very reflective of my current emotional state.
I know what you mean.
I'm gonna lose her, man. Summer leaves for Italy tomorrow, and it's gonna be nothing but cannolis and canoodling with Zach.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Lindsay since she ran out of Caleb's.
Well, you should talk to her.
She doesn't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to get between her and Caleb, but you should talk to Summer.
Well, I tried to tell her, but without telling her, but I don't want to get in between her and Zach. But hey, maybe everything will work out for the best.
Yeah, maybe.
Thunder booms.
You don't think that's God trying to tell us anything?
Yeah, I'm not taking that chance. Got to talk to Lindsay.
You think we should stick together? 2 by 2 like Noah did? He was very wise, Ryan. He had a beard.
It's just rain. It can't hurt us.
As the thunder crashes.
Well, not worse than our women can.
And we end the teaser. Okay, Act 1. Fade in exterior Cohen House morning, establishing more rain, people, buckets of it. The song Just Stand Back by Low plays. In the Cohen House master bedroom, we find Kirsten lying in bed under the sheets, staring at the ceiling in a serious funk. The rain, all the excuse she needs. She looks at the alarm clock. 10 a.m. Sleeping in. Exterior Cohen House driveway. Sandy pulls up in his Range Rover, surfboard on top. Has been surfing in this. That's the kind of man he is. He stares at the front door of his house, knows that inside awaits a long discussion. Sandy enters. Kirsten senses him entering, turns on her side away from him. She comes face to face with a framed photo of them from happier times and flips it down. Sandy clocks all of this, attempts some small talk.
Bad idea going out and all this. Trying to surf the perfect storm. It's 10 o'clock. You want to stay in bed all day?
Maybe. I like it here.
Sandy crosses to her, sits on the same side of the bed as her. She immediately rolls over, facing the other way. Sandy raises a hand to reach out to her to caress her arm, a gesture that used to seem too natural.
I feel like we've become like strangers.
Well, I was taught never to talk to strangers, so
That's funny.
I'm not trying to be.
Look, I'm sorry you're upset.
Really? Because last time we checked in, everything was all my fault.
I never said that.
Well, maybe not in those exact words.
I was upset.
Well, now, so am I.
Okay, so that's a good place to start with what I'm hoping will be a very positive and ultimately emotionally healthy discussion.
But then Sandy's cell phone rings on his bedside table. A more ominous ringing hasn't been heard in ages. On Kirsten bracing herself. On Sandy, does he even answer it? Takes a deep breath and does.
Hello?
We're intercutting with a roadside diner where we find Rebecca on a payphone, wet and shaken.
Sandy.
Rebecca,
And I'm up.
where are you?
I wanted to run, Sandy. I got on a bus. I was on my way, but I realized I couldn't leave without saying goodbye.
Do what you want. I can't be more upset.
Look, as long as you don't flee, we have a chance with your case. So please do me a favor, stay where you are.
Interior Cohen House, master bedroom hallway. Kirsten pads down the hall, hearing Sandy get directions. And she lied. She could get more upset. She is more upset. Off Kirsten, Sandy in the background watching her go as the song plays us out and we go to Caleb's mansion, kitchen. A rare sight. Julie Cooper at the stove. She guillotines bagels, dropping them in the toaster. Marissa and Alex enter, laughing playfully.
Good morning, Marissa. Oh, I didn't know you had a friend over last night. I'm Julie Cooper Nickel.
Alex.
So, you're the cute, feisty young lady Caleb mentioned. She's so colorful.
Thanks, I think.
I was making bagels. Figured if the Cohens can do it, why can't we?
That's cool. I don't eat breakfast.
How very punk of you. You know, I used to like the punk in my day.
Mom.
Oh, you're right, Marissa. It still is my day. I was being modest.
Suddenly, the bagels pop out of the toaster. Julie is delighted and heads over to them.
We'll be keeping kosher in no time.
And as she hustles over to the toaster to smear her bagels, Marissa and Alex steal this moment and kiss passionately. As Julie's spreading cream cheese.
Can you believe this weather? It's unbelievable, huh?
And as Julie turns back around, Alex and Marissa are standing side by side, just like friends.
I'm going to go. It's nice to meet you.
Rock on.
Alex crosses off and Marissa heads to the fridge.
Whew, she seems nice. And I have no problem if you want to have a friend stay over. It's just, if you could let me know beforehand.
Oh, you didn't get the memo.
I don't think it's too much to ask, though probably I'm wrong, to know what's going on under our busy roof. That's all.
Okay. You really want to know what's going on with me?
You're not going to torch the house now, are you?
Nope, I'm not. I'm going to tell you the truth. No screaming, no crying, just the truth.
You have no idea how happy it makes me to hear you say that.
Hold that thought. Alex is my girlfriend.
Well, I know. I think it's great that you've made a new friend, though I hope we'll still see Summer.
No, Mom, not my friend who's a girl. My girlfriend.
On Julie, as this lands on her in many different ways. She's speechless. Marissa nods. Deal with this because it's true. And then she walks off. Off Julie reeling, we pre-lap a doorbell. And now we're in Lindsay's bungalow and Lindsay's room. Lindsay sits on her bed playing a sad song on the oboe, which is really the saddest way to play any song. The doorbell rings again. She's not answering it. She puts down the oboe. And as she gets up, we see an open suitcase lying on the floor. She stares at it. It stares back at her, and then she hears rap, rap, rap. Her window. She looks over and sees Ryan standing out there getting rained on. She opens the window some.
What are you doing?
You wouldn't answer the door.
That's because I didn't want to see anyone.
Let me in, please. I rode my bike here. Bicycle, monsoon, seriously flawed plan. I'm freezing.
Lindsay smiles a bit, relents, opens the window all the way, and steps back as Ryan enters. Freezing. She hands him a towel.
Thanks. Although you could open the door for me half an hour ago.
I thought you were Caleb, showing up to drive me to my DNA test.
He scheduled you a DNA test?
Uh-huh. It was either that or a pony. Guess he doesn't want to spoil me.
So you're not going?
No way.
But you're going somewhere.
I was going to pack my stuff to move in with my dad, but since he might not be my dad, I'm thinking of packing up for maybe, I don't know, Chicago.
Whoa. Maybe I don't know Chicago?
We have family there. Actual, no doubt about it, family. And my mom is thinking, well, things here are a little, unusual. And if Caleb isn't my dad, then maybe the best thing would be to start over.
Except you don't know he's not your dad.
I don't know that I want to know. I don't know anything anymore. These last few days, I've been going crazy, just wondering and second-guessing myself.
And that's not going to stop until you know the truth. Besides, if you are his daughter, you'll have a reason to stay. Well, another reason.
I don't know, Ryan. A DNA test sounds so sci-fi scary.
I'll go with you.
Off Lindsay, dying to know the truth herself, she finally gives in, nods. Okay. Interior Robert's house, Summer's room. Summer is in a bridesmaid dress, not happy with how it's looking.
Who could look good in so much yellow?
There's a knock at her door.
Zach, thank God. Look, I don't know about this dress.
She opens the door to reveal Seth, standing there in a Spider-Man mask.
Hi, just your friendly neighborhood Seth Cohen.
What? Just what? Cohen.
Oh, I'm not big into hats. I don't own a raincoat. Spidey here is the only waterproof protective headgear I got.
Too bad you weren't wearing protective headgear when you were dropped as a child.
Zing! All right, look, I know my visits to your room have started to grow a little repetitive.
Well, you're helping me miss you less.
So you're really going, huh? Oh yeah, you're going.
Well, of course I'm going. How could I not? I'm in his sister's wedding, after all.
You are?
Why do you think I'm dressed like lemon meringue? Bridesmaid's dress?
Bridesmaid? Wow, that's really, you and Zach must be serious.
No duh. I've been dating him like 8 months. Are we going through this again, Cohen? Or did you show up to actually advance the plot?
You're like,
Great stuff.
you're like part of his family.
Relax, okay? His sister doesn't have a lot of friends.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to see if you could pick up some olive oil for my mom. She really, really likes olive oil. And remind you, you need a special plug for your hairdryer. I'd hate for you to brown out Western Europe. And that's it. So I'm going to go now. Again, safe flight, bon voyage.
And with that, Seth walks out. Off Summer wishes he would just sack up and speak the truth already. Wow, we wrote so bluntly in the early 2000s. Okay, interior Robert's house, exterior Summer's room continuous. Seth stops outside the door, furious with himself. Sadly, slides on his Spider-Man mask and walks away. Interior roadside cafe. Sandy enters the diner, sees in the back Rebecca. She gives him a slight wave. Sandy moves to the rear of the diner and slides in across from her.
Thank you for coming.
It wasn't easy. It rains in Southern California, and suddenly no one can drive.
If it wasn't for all the traffic, I'd probably be in Canada. You hungry? The cobbler isn't bad.
Look at you. You're shaking.
It's my nerves. I'm a wreck.
You're going to put yourself in an early grave.
I don't want to run anymore, Sandy.
Then come back with me.
And do what? Sit in jail? Destroy your marriage?
My marriage has nothing to do with your case. Come back for even 48 hours. Let me explore amnesty. Some kind of plea deal, plea bargain.
I can't.
So, all right, then run. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Seriously.
And if it doesn't work?
I'll drive you to Canada myself. But I know we can make this right.
Okay.
And if it's not too cheesy, perhaps God could offer us one more crash of thunder. Interior Newport Medical Clinic, afternoon. White and antiseptic. A little scary. Ryan and Lindsay sit holding hands. Ryan is looking through a pamphlet.
It's nothing, really. They just take a swab from inside your cheek.
Yeah, not so crazy about any procedure that involves the word swab.
It's quick and painless, and then you'll know in 24 hours.
And that's where the pain begins.
Look, if you really don't want to go through this, we can go right now.
Miss Gardner, we're ready for you.
Brilliant. Lindsay looks at Ryan. She's going to do this. He nods. They let go of each other's hands, and she walks off, following the nurse. Off Ryan, watching her go. End of Act 1. Act 2. Interior Alex's apartment, afternoon. A pounding on the door. Alex opens it to reveal Marissa. Soaked through, she kisses Alex hard.
Oh, and hello to you.
I told her,
Told her what?
my mom, about us. I can't believe it, but I did it.
Whoa. You told her.
I thought you'd be happy.
Well, that depends. Did you tell her just to piss her off?
No. When I want to piss her off, I don't tell her anything or I scream at her. That's also pretty effective. But I wanted this to be real. Us.
Wow. Well, so what happens now?
I don't know. She's probably melting down as we speak, so I can't go home.
All right, then stay here. Oh, come on, you basically do anyway. And I have some friends crashing here all the time, so.
You sure?
Yeah, Yeah.
And they start kissing again.
But first, let's get you out of these wet clothes.
Interior Lindsay's bungalow, Lindsay's room. Lindsay and Ryan enter. Lindsay, exhausted, emotionally drained, flops back on her bed.
Thanks for coming with me.
Hey, what's more romantic than a DNA test?
Yeah, maybe we can donate kidneys one Saturday night.
Ooh, now we're talking.
So, if it turns out Caleb is my dad, then what?
You talking dirty to me? Sorry. Well, if the test is positive, he'll definitely adopt you.
Right. Except I don't know if I want him to adopt me.
You don't?
After how awful he was to me at my non-adoption adoption party, he made me feel like a Cabbage Patch Kid, like he could adopt me or just leave me at the toy store.
Well, you're not going to Chicago, so just forget that option.
No, I know that. I couldn't handle the cold and the wind.
It is the Windy City.
And I'm not a fan of the deep dish pizza.
Thin crust, it's the only way to go.
And I couldn't be without you.
So I come in right below pizza. That's good to know.
Well, a girl's gotta eat.
Right.
They share a smile, and then she lays her head on his chest. As their smiles fall off the both of them, the simplicity of teenage romance really eluding them. Interior, oh, here we go. Newport Group, Kirsten's office. Kirsten sits with a pile of work before her, can't focus. She has her elbows on the table. She rubs her eyes, exhausted and stressed.
What are you doing here late on a Saturday?
Oh, hey, Julie. I'm just trying to distract myself and failing. What about you?
Same. How long is this weather supposed to last?
You said another 24 hours.
I don't know if my hair can take it.
I don't know if my marriage can.
Ooh, gossip.
You have no idea.
Want to break into Caleb's liquor cabinet, dish some dirt?
Tied on the end of a cigar being clipped off. It's later, and Julie's holding the cutter, now lights Kirsten's cigar, 2 tumblers and a snifter of scotch between them.
I'd like to use this on Caleb sometime.
I know. I know the feeling.
More scotch?
Why not?
Nothing like a rainy day to reflect on what a mess your life is. Oh, not yours, per se. It was the universal you.
It's okay. My life's a pretty big mess. I may even have you beat.
I don't think so, honey, but go ahead.
My husband is currently transporting a fugitive who also happens to be his ex-girlfriend.
Well, I'll see your fugitive former flame and raise you a lesbian daughter.
Marissa? No. I'm sure it's just a phase.
It was for me. And it is for you too right now. You guys will work it out.
I'm not so sure.
No, Kirsten, you have to work it out. I mean, I couldn't handle it if you didn't. You two are like the moral center of the universe. You're Sandy and Kirsten.
Well, now we're Sandy and Kirsten and Rebecca.
Exterior, a road somewhere between Carmel and Orange County. It's a pretty big spread, actually. I probably should have looked at a map before I wrote that. Okay. Interior, Sandy's BMW night. Sandy, that would be Los Angeles, wouldn't it, actually? Okay. Sandy and Rebecca drive in the rain, flashing lights ahead. They slow, seeing a police officer standing in the middle of the road, turning cars around.
Police.
Take it easy. We're fine.
Sir, the road is completely washed out ahead. We're going to need you to turn around. We should have the road open by morning.
Not till morning?
Yes, sir. There's lodging a few miles back.
Well done. Well done. And now we pre-lap Boys to Men, end of the road. Seth is lying in bed, sheets over his head. Ryan enters, sees the lit candles, the dark room, and the blaring Boys to Men.
You're listening to Boys to Men?
I know of no sadder song in the whole world.
So I'm guessing it didn't go well.
Well, unless I can brainstorm one last grand romantic gesture, she's as good as gone. Hard to believe, but after all the pining and punching, the Seth Hummer saga is over.
Wow. I remember the first time I heard about Summer. We were sailing, and you told me you named the boat after her, which I thought was pretty weird since you'd never even talked to her.
And then, like a shot, Seth leaps out of bed.
Eureka, Ryan! Wow, what? I actually just said Eureka. That's okay, but that's it.
What's it?
The way to get Summer back. The grand romantic gesture that will put Zachary's Euro trip to shame. I shall take her on a sailing adventure aboard the Summer Breeze.
Except you sold the boat for bus fare.
I did. Damn it. Eureka, Ryan! I shall buy back the Summer Breeze.
Mm-hmm. Except with what money?
Okay, if I wanted my parade rained on, I'd step outside. But you like the shape of the idea.
Definitely.
Okay, so all I need is money. Oh, I got the answer. Oh, but before I say Eureka again, can you do you see any more flaws, any potential holes in the plan?
No.
Then Eureka, buddy. You frickin' Rika. And turn this music off. It's depressing me.
Off Ryan and Boys to Men. The camera pans to Summer Roberts' house in Summer's room, where Boys to Men continues. Summer sits on the floor listening to the same sad song, Princess Sparkle in her lap, and she has her cell phone in hand, scrolling down to Seth Cohen, with a photo of Seth accompanying it. She wants to call him. She puts her head back against her bed. A knock on the door. Is it him?
Come in.
Zach enters. Summer snaps her phone shut quickly.
Oh, hey, Zach, hi.
Hi. You're listening to Boys to Men? This song is so sad.
Yeah. I was waiting for Motown Philly.
Oh, right. Oh my God, you're bringing all of that?
What? I don't want the Italians to think I have bad style. I'm representing America.
That's very patriotic of you. It's just going to be hard backpacking, going from hostel to hostel.
Ew. What? You haven't seen Hostel till you put me up in one.
No, it'll be fun. It'll be an adventure.
Ugh. And also, I mean, don't you think it's a little much that I'm in your sister's wedding? I've only met her like once.
I told you she doesn't have a lot of friends. She's very alienating and severe.
I mean, and aren't you worried we're going to fall behind in school?
We have all our homework assignments. We're studying Western European history. What could be more perfect? Unless, do you not want to go?
I do. I need to pick up a special plug for my hairdryer.
I already got you one.
Of course you did.
For a moment, Summer's comforted. He's perfect. They kiss. Interior Alex's apartment. A furious pounding on the door. Alex opens the door to reveal Spider-Man in the doorway. It's still raining.
Seth, you here to fight crime?
No, close. I'm here to get my job back.
No, you are like the flakiest employee in bait shop history.
You think that's an easy accomplishment? What about Homer the beer guy?
And how long do you plan on keeping your job this time?
Until I can make $500. So however long that is, please.
I don't know, Seth. With great power comes great responsibility.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It'll be like no one ever peed in the bathrooms ever. But also, though, I need an advance.
Oh, you're lucky today was payday.
Alex crosses off. Seth hangs out for a beat when he hears...
Should I even bother getting dressed, or are we going back to bed?
Seth stands there for the greatest moment of his life.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You broke up with me for Marissa?
Do you want your money?
Look, who better than a superhero understands secret identities? Okay, hold it. Just want to make sure I had the visual. Yep, okay, got it. Great. Thank you both for everything.
Alex forces him out the door.
Bye-bye.
Well, if Seth knows, then everyone knows.
Yeah, well, then it's officially official.
Off Marissa, sweating that a little. Exterior motel. Reads hotel. The M burned out, still raining. Inside Rebecca's hotel room, Sandy and Rebecca sit on the floor. Rebecca pops a bottle of cheap champagne. There's some Dixie cups between them. They're laughing, enjoying each other.
Oh, so what will it be? Ding dongs or cheese sticks?
This is a dessert wine, so ding dongs, of course.
Ah, this is one classy picnic.
I couldn't ask for more. Washed out road, rainstorm, cheap motel.
It has all the makings of a great slasher movie.
You're telling me you don't think it's pretty incredible? Getting stuck here overnight?
That's El Nino for you.
Or fate? I mean, here we are, all alone. No one knows where we are. It's almost like in this moment, nothing else exists.
Except for those cheese sticks, which look delicious.
Tomorrow we head back to reality, but for now, it's just us.
And as their lips are just inches apart, Sandy pulls back.
It's not just us. Hasn't been for 20 years. I got to call Kirsten, say goodnight.
And Sandy comes outside, exhales deeply, knows how easily he could have slipped, leans against the door as it rains down on him. End of Act 2. Act 3. Fade in a garage in Somewheresville. Morning. A garage door slides open and Seth and a mullet man stand in the doorway. It's raining behind them. The garage is dark.
Hey, man, I really appreciate you selling me my boat back. When I sold it, I was in desperate straits. Low blood sugar, no snacks, you know.
Just a heads up, I made some modifications to her.
Modifications. Terrific. And it's very Melville of you, referring to the boat as a she.
The mullet man yanks the string on the bare overhead light bulb, reveals the Summer Breeze. Only the Summer Breeze lettering has been repainted to read, "Gimme sex." And the front of the boat has shark teeth and lightning bolts painted down the side.
Dear God, she's a slut.
We still got a deal, right, man?
Interior of the Cohen House master bedroom, Kirsten is back in bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to the rain, nursing a slight hangover. She rolls over to the photo she turned down the night before and puts it back. Looks at it. Where did they go? The phone rings. She debates not answering, but does.
Hello?
Sandy's finishing getting dressed.
Hey, babe.
Hi.
I tried you last night.
I got your messages. I passed out early. Long day at the office.
Well, maybe when I get back, we can finally take that vacation we were talking about.
So you're coming back?
I was hoping the rain wouldn't let up, but they said they'd have the road opened up, so...
Right. The conveniently washed out road.
Kirsten, believe me when I tell you, I'm walking home if I have to.
Just get home, one way or the other.
Say hey to the kids for me. I'll see you soon.
Interior Caleb's mansion, Marissa's room. Marissa is zipping up a duffel bag. Last to go in is Sharebearer. As she finishes, there's a knock, and Julie enters.
You have a minute?
Not really.
I would like to talk about Alex.
I'm sure you would.
So, you're seeing a girl. It's not my first choice.
You haven't approved of anyone I've dated.
But that's been the point, hasn't it?
Not with Ryan and not with Alex. This is real, Mom.
I experimented when I was your age, albeit it involved a little motley crew and a lot of Jaeger.
Oh, way too much information.
I'm just saying, I understand that this is a phase.
No, it's not.
Okay, fine. I won't make a big deal out of it if you won't.
Right. This way you avoid any public embarrassment.
Even when I try to be understanding, you don't believe me.
And why should I? Your whole life is a lie, and I'm trying to find anything that's real. Which will never happen as long as I live here.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm moving out. You have my style of Caleb kicks, and you need help counting your cash.
Oof. Off Julie, her heart sinking. Marissa tromps down the stairs, bag in hand, as Ryan enters through the front door.
Hey.
Hi.
What's up?
I was looking for Caleb.
Well, he's probably hiding from the sun.
You going somewhere?
I'm moving out. I don't want to fight with my mom anymore. So I figured the best thing would be to leave.
Wow. Well, good for you. You need some help?
No, thanks. How's Lindsay?
She took her DNA test, but I don't know if it's going to make anything better.
Yeah. Finding out you're Caleb Nichols' daughter? Probably not the best news.
Thanks, Marissa.
My pleasure.
You came to see me.
Ryan follows Caleb into his office.
She won't return any of my calls. My doctor informed me. She went in for the test. I assume you convinced her.
I figured she needs to know who her dad is, even if the answer is you.
Well, I appreciate that, I think.
But look, Mr. Nichols.
Please call me Caleb.
No, that'd be too weird. But you need to know how badly you upset her.
I can't understand why.
Not surprised by that. And now, if these tests come back negative and you're not her father, she's leaving.
Leaving?
You wanted her to take the test.
And if it's positive, she is my daughter.
Well, that's the only chance we have of keeping her here.
I don't want her to leave. I'm so fond of her now.
Which is why I want you to promise me, whatever happens in that doctor's office, you'll take care of her.
You want me to promise you?
Then do it for Kirsten, because she loves Lindsay like a sister, which means either way, she's family. Your family.
Well, let's just hope the doctors agree.
Interior Cohen House living room. The front door open, and Ryan and Seth struggle with the sailboat.
Sure glad you got home when you did.
A phone rings in the background.
So what's the plan here?
We get the boat in the pool, and I get Summer to come over, and voila.
And you take Summer for a spin around the pool in the gimme sex?
Okay, well, it's a symbolic gesture, Ryan. So romantic, Summer will fall back in love with me. And yes, but I'm going to do a quick paint job.
Leave the lightning bolts. I kind of like them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, slipping. Okay, I need a break.
They put the boat down in the middle of the living room and take a breather. Seth and Ryan sit on the edge of the boat.
Oh, by the way, our exes are dating each other now. Alex and Marissa, no longer welcome in the red states.
Such a 2004 joke, by the way.
That I wouldn't have predicted.
Pretty good, though, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kirsten enters, interrupts their daydreaming.
Okay. Not even going to ask why there's a boat in the living room.
Okay, it's an objective correlative, Mother. I'm getting Summer back.
Uh-huh. Lindsay just called. The test is in. The doctor wants her to come by, and she wants us with her.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, first, can you help me with the boat? Then I can stop Summer from going to Tuscany, and you can go with Lindsay to her DNA results. Alex and Marissa can live happily ever after, and life can return to what passes for normal around here.
I hope so.
And we cut to Summer's room as Summer and Zach are together, and he is struggling with her bags.
So this is it, right? I mean, there's not like another room full of Samsonite somewhere?
I promise, this is it. Thanks. Oh, Princess Sparkle, I can't leave without her.
As long as you leave her stable at home, I'll meet you at the car.
Summer turns and heads back in, grabs Princess Sparkle when the phone rings.
Hello?
Hey, Summer, it's me.
Why am I not surprised?
So, what are you doing?
Gee, I don't know. Leaving for the airport to go to Italy?
Do you mind maybe making like a pit stop on your way over?
Oh, yeah, sure. No problem. Be there in a jiff.
Oh, I have something I want to show you. And not in like a creepy way.
Cohen, what you're selling, I ain't buying.
I don't think that's true.
Well, despite what your spidey sense is tingling, you're wrong, and I'm gone.
Please, before you get on that plane, give me one last shot.
You had your shot, remember? When we were dating and you sailed away.
Oh, well, that's actually, I kind of wanted to talk to you about.
No, you have no right to do this to me. Not now.
Okay, well, if not now, then when?
I'm hanging up.
Okay, wait. When you're with him, is it like what we had?
I can't remember that far back. And what we had, Cohen, clearly wasn't as awesome as whatever you had going on with Ryan. Or else you wouldn't have left me. And so now, I'm leaving you.
Wait, Summer, please.
Click. The line goes dead. Seth is devastated. Seth comes outside in the rain, and as if everything else wasn't bad enough, the summer breeze has sunk. Just the top of the sail visible off Seth. Perfect. Now we're in the Newport Medical Clinic. Ryan and Lindsay sit side by side, holding hands. Renee is there. Across from them, Caleb and Kirsten. Tense silence.
Someone please say something. Ad-lib.
Ad-lib.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing?
No,
You
no,
good?
no,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
hungry.
Dinner. So, yeah.
Great. I feel much more relaxed.
Your nails, my hand.
Sorry.
Lindsay, whatever the doctor says, you will always be part of our family.
Lindsay, highly skeptical, but nods thanks. And then Dr. Snow enters. Everyone stands up.
Oh, thank you for waiting. Our results demonstrate we have a match. Caleb Nickel is the father of Lindsay Wheeler Gardner.
Ah, I knew you were my daughter.
And Ryan can see the look on Lindsay's face, torn. And he looks to Kirsten, who gets it. Off their shared look, exterior road, Sandy's BMW driving. Sandy drives, Rebecca next to him. It's tense. The road slick with rain and dense with fog.
Lay off your brakes. Can't anyone drive in this weather?
Relax, Sandy, please.
That's not an option.
Then can we talk about last night?
We've got nothing to talk about other than your case and this traffic.
So what we had, it means nothing.
What we had, Rebecca, it was incredible. And as a part of me will always love you. But what I have with Kristen, it's deeper than love. She is my family. I've heard her more than I could ever thought possible. And if I don't get back to Newport and make things right.
Sandy, look out.
Sandy looks ahead, and the car in front of them is stopped short as Sandy slams on the brakes. His BMW skids across the wet road. The car barrels off the road, down an embankment, and smash. Fade out. End of Act 3.
Kristen, your girlfriend, huh?
That's awesome.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Act 4.
Sorry.
Exterior
Blow
road,
it.
interior Sandy's BMW. Nice. Sandy and Rebecca are shaken, but they're not bleeding and nothing is broken.
You okay?
What do you think?
It's totaled.
And then they hear from the road, a truck driver has pulled his big rig over, jumped out of the cab.
Hey, you guys okay?
Yeah, a little bruised and battered, but okay.
I just called 911. Cops are coming with the tow truck, ambulance.
Thank you.
Cops. Rebecca moves quickly back to the car, climbs inside, grabbing her bag. Sandy gets in also.
What are you doing?
I can't do this. I gotta go. If the cops come, they're gonna arrest me. Maybe arrest you.
We'll talk to them.
If I'm gonna chalk last night up to fate, I gotta do the same here.
You cannot run again.
What choice do I have? Did I ever have? And now my father's gone and you... You're right. What we had was amazing. But it's been over 20 years. I gotta let you go.
Rebecca, please don't do this. If you run, there's nothing I can do to help you.
You've done too much already.
She leans in, kisses him tenderly on his forehead.
See ya, Sandy Cohen.
She opens the door, quickly begins walking away. Off Sandy, watching as she disappears into the mist. Interior Cohen house, Seth's room. Seth is back in bed, and Boys to Men is back on. Ryan enters.
Your boat sank?
And so have my hopes. I just hope they get the sex over with quickly. Maybe join the Mile High Club somewhere over in the Atlantic.
Sorry, man.
Jesus.
Well, what happened with Lindsay?
She's Caleb's daughter.
Hey, that's great. I mean, but, isn't it?
I'm not sure. But she's moving in with him. She went home to talk everything over with her mom. You want to help me move her? Get your mind off Summer?
Ah, the schlepping of heavy things. Comfort for the weary soul. I will pass.
Well, you can't sit here and mope.
No, I know. I have a plan. I've got the satellite fired up. They're running a marathon of Sherman Oaks, the real valley.
What's that?
I don't know. I guess the Valley has launched a reality show knockoff. And why watch the angst of fictional characters when you can watch real people in contrived situations?
I see your point. Well, maybe we'll join you.
Yes. Yeah, and we can hang out, just the three of us. It sounds delightful. Could you turn up the music on your way out?
Ryan does so. Off Seth slides under the sheets as Boys to Men takes us away to Alex's apartment. Alex sits on the sofa watching TV. Marissa enters from the bedroom.
There's no more closet space?
No, I know. Sorry.
It's okay. I can learn to live with less shoes.
Ooh, it's time for work. Do you want to walk me? I love walking in the rain.
Sure.
Oh, garbage day's tomorrow, so if you don't mind taking the cans out. And rent's due the 1st of the month.
Rent. Oh, yeah, okay.
And some guys from the band may swing by, so should probably have some clean cups. Sorry.
No problem. I can do that.
Wow. It's like really real now, huh? No turning back.
It's real.
I bet you never did anything this crazy before. I'm gonna grab my jacket.
Alex gives her a peck on the cheek and walks off. Off Marissa surveys the mess this apartment is in, thinking about rent, dishes, and how she got herself into this. Interior OC Airport Terminal, night. Summer sits with Zach, Zach's mom, and sister. She looks a little uncomfortable.
So, your father's flight doesn't leave DC till 11. He's lucky he doesn't have to fly in this weather.
Suddenly, Summer's cell phone starts to ring. She looks at it. Seth. Zach looks at it too. And then he looks at her. Is she going to answer it? She doesn't.
I'm excited to finally meet your dad. He sounds really cool.
Did Dad make reservations at the Uffizi?
He sure did. I can't wait to see the Botticellis.
The Birth of Venus is amazing in person.
Are you a fan of Botticelli?
Ah, yes. But I prefer his earlier work, the comedies. I'm going to grab a magazine. Anybody want a People, Us, In Touch?
I'll take an Economist.
Summer nods. Sure. She peels off. And as she gets out of view, she pulls out her cell phone, hits the message button. She stands there for a beat, anxious.
Hey, it's me. Perhaps you're screening. Perhaps you're being screened by security. I just wanted to say I'm sorry to leave things like that. And I hope you have a good trip. And someone else here wants to say something. Okay. Well, Captain Oates is a horse of few words, but he said travel safe and we'll miss you. Bye.
On Summer. Throughout, she smiles, laughs, and is really touched. The message is tugging on her heartstrings. Interior Lindsay's room night. Lindsay finishes zipping up a suitcase. Knock on the door. Ryan enters.
Hey, all packed?
Getting there.
Call Caleb, let him know you were coming?
No, 'cause I'm not.
Okay. You want to wait till morning? That's cool.
Ryan, I talked it over with my mom, and I'm gonna go with her to Chicago.
But I thought if the tests were, you would.
This is the hardest choice I've ever had to make. But do I really want to be Caleb Nichols' daughter? Living with Julie? Becoming Marissa? Who I really like, but still, that's not the life I want. As hard as it is to leave you, I can't leave my mom. She's the only family I've ever really had.
I got a second chance to start over. You deserve that too.
You're the best thing that's happened to me. But we'll stay in touch, right? We'll talk, see each other.
Of course.
Off the two of them, holding each other for the last time. Interior Cohen House master bedroom. Kirsten lies in bed doing a crossword puzzle, trying to. She checks her clock. Where is he? Suddenly the phone rings.
Hello? Where have you... What? Are you okay? Oh, thank God, Sandy. No, of course, I'll be right there.
She hangs up, visibly shaken. Interior Cohen House living room. Seth sits on the couch, Captain Oates with him.
Here we go, buddy. Hours of mind-numbing escapism.
He flips on the TV. Static. Satellite's out. Seth can't believe it. Nothing but static. He looks at Oates.
I refuse to be denied this one small pleasure. And this I can fix.
He rises, crossing out. Exterior the bait shop, night. Marissa and Alex are under the cover of an umbrella at the door.
Thanks for the company. You sure you don't want to come in? The band's really good.
I should get back. Dishes aren't going to wash themselves.
Alex gives her a little kiss, heads inside. Off Marissa, under her umbrella, doesn't want to go home. Inside the OC airport, in the terminal, Summer returns, a bag of magazines in tow.
I need you. The flight's been delayed hours because of the weather, and now my sister is having an anxiety attack.
What's the matter?
She's really superstitious. She
Yes,
thinks
thank
it's
you.
a sign.
Yes, she thinks it's a sign that she shouldn't marry Rodolfo. But maybe hearing a girl's point of view. Thank you, Zach.
Sure.
Zach walks off. Oh, Rodolfo. Zach walks off. Summer goes to follow. Stops short when she sees on the ground a boy, 5, collared short sleeve shirt, curly hair. If you're not getting it, looks a lot like Seth. Comics scattered around him, playing with his plastic horse. On Summer, as the world slows down, she stares at this kid.
A sign.
You coming?
I can't do it, Zach.
Okay, I'll talk to her myself.
No. I mean, I can't go. I can't do this.
And then the little Seth makes some horse sounds, draws Zach's attention. As soon as he sees the kid, he gets it.
Truth be told, I never thought you'd make it past security.
I'm really sorry.
Can't fight fate.
A cover of Champagne Supernova by Matt Pond, PA, begins. Summer kisses him, their last kiss. And then she turns and races out of there, off Zach, heartbroken. Exterior bus stop, night. Kirsten waits under the protection of a bus stop or an umbrella. As a bus arrives, she rises, anxious. A few passengers descend from the bus, and then Sandy.
You took a bus.
I told you, nothing was keeping me from you.
I'm just glad you're okay.
I'm not okay unless we are.
Is it over?
Kirsten, I promise you, it never started.
How's the car?
I guess we can get that Prius.
Woohoo!
Kirsten laughs, and they kiss again, passionate. Don't care how wet they're getting. Exterior Cohen House, roof, night. Seth, in his Spider-Man mask, is up on the roof, rope around his waist connected to the chimney as he approaches the satellite dish. This is nuts. He goes to reconnect the wires when there's a crash of thunder, a flash of lightning, and Seth, thrown, slips on the wet tile. Arms pinwheeling as he fights for balance, goes down on his ass and begins a backward slide headed for the edge.
Oh, God.
And then he plummets off the side of the roof head first. Yank! The rope goes taut, and Seth stops short 5 feet from the ground, hanging upside down. A beat as he realizes he's alive. And then another where he realizes he's hanging upside down in a Spider-Man mask, tethered to the chimney.
Help? Anyone? Mom?
Exterior pier night. Ryan stands on the edge of the pier, staring into the ocean. All the emotion he held back with Lindsay. It's a Cusack moment as he stands there, wet, raw with cold, and a broken heart. He stares into the inky ocean, looking for an answer when suddenly an umbrella covers him, stops the rain. He turns. It's Marissa.
She's gone.
So sorry.
And as they stand there holding on to each other, exterior Cohen House driveway night. A taxi pulls into the driveway. Summer jumps out, races to the front door, rings the doorbell. Nothing. Great. No one is home. And then she hears,
Help! Someone? Anyone?
Seth is dangling still as Summer comes across the backyard.
Cohen!
Summer? Wait, what are you doing here?
What do you think, Cohen?
And as she pulls up the mask over his mouth, and shot for shot from Spider-Man, she kisses him. He kisses her back. And we pull up off this super kiss amidst the rain and the champagne supernova. Fade out. End of episode.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you all so much. I wanted to point out, Josh, that was the network studio draft, not the shooting script. So for our listeners, you guys are going to get some scenes that were not in the actual episode that aired.
Wow.
Yeah. So it'll be a little
Which
surprise
ones?
for
Do
you
we
all
know?
to see if you can figure them out.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, the scene, Caleb scene was not in
Oh,
there.
yeah, Caleb and Ryan. Yeah.
Zach said the line that Zach's mom said. There's just a few little
we gave
things.
that to you in this cut. All right,
Yeah,
interesting.
and Julie said some kind of hurtful things that you guys cut in the original one, or the one that actually aired. So
Julie always said hurtful
I know,
things.
right? So there's little things that you guys can figure out.
Maybe we should edit that again.
Compare it. We can if you want
It's
to
a
edit.
living, it's a living document.
It was a different
Criterion.
time. Different time.
No.
A different time.
Yes, exactly.
Well, this-
Yes. The Criterion Collection. We'll save it for the.
Thank you, Rachel. Rachel wasn't here. She's in Toronto.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm on a computer, but I'm so happy that this happened. And thank you everyone for coming in. I wish I could have been there in person. This sucks. But and everyone who joined us, obviously online as well. Tate, Chris, Alan, and Christine. This was so much fun. It makes me want to make the show again. Josh. Do you have any ideas?
I knew that was coming.
Rachel, I would like to say that James, our winner, he was a little disappointed that you weren't here, but there she is right now. And
She's better this way, James. Trust me. It's better than that.
I've heard that.
Yeah, keep the mystery alive. I am really sorry that I couldn't be there, but thank you.
Okay, everyone, that's the end. And thank you so much for listening. And if you want to watch this special bonus episode, check it out on YouTube. And bye, bitches.
Bye.
Bye. Good to see everybody.
Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to start with the pilot episode and catch all of our episode recaps.